From Idaho.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, in about an hour or so, we are going to vote on the nomination, or at least on cloture on the nomination for Scott Bessent to be the Treasury Secretary of the United States. And I rise today to urge my colleagues to vote in favor of this motion. A Treasury Secretary heads the agency charged with supporting economic growth, representing U.S. interests before foreign nations and global financial markets and organizations, managing the federal treasury, and overseeing financial institutions, to name just a few of those important responsibilities. Past successful Treasury Secretaries have understood business and financial markets, as well as foreign policy, national security, budgets, and regulation. Mr. Bessent's impressive background positions him for similar success. He has worked for the last 3 decades as one of the sharpest minds in the global financial industry. He has decades of academic, professional, and leadership experience relevant to these positions. When it comes to Mr. Bessent's qualifications, there is no room for debate. His background and training are tailor-made for this role, and he has the demeanor and character to be an effective secretary. His powerful presentation at his hearing about his desire to serve in government in order to make a meaningful difference was impressive to all. It includes restoring prosperity and opportunity that our nation experienced during President Trump's first term in office. As Mr. Bessent stated, accomplishing key tasks like extending vital tax cuts for all Americans is literally a pass-fail exercise. And I look forward to working closely with him to ensure that we succeed. I strongly agree with a sentiment that my colleague Senator Graham shared at the nomination hearing, that if qualifications, and I might add character, are one's test, voting to confirm Mr. Bessent is one of the easiest we could ever take. In prior Congresses, I've joined with many of my Republican colleagues in voting for well-qualified Treasury Secretary candidates put forward by a Democrat president, even though I didn't agree with all of the positions they advocated. Mr. Bessent's candidacy ought to enjoy similar support, and I encourage my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to join with me in advancing his nomination. He is the right person for this job, and I commend President Trump in making such an excellent selection. Mr. President, I yield the floor. The absence of a quorum.
The clerk will call the roll.
Ms. Alston-Brooks.